Before Abbey Road, before Motown, there was the Clovis sound. In a converted mechanic shop with hanging speakers and custom mixers, a soft-spoken producer named Norman Petty shaped a sound that would launch the careers of legends and forever change rock and roll. Norman Petty was driven by clarity. At a time when most recordings were raw and unruly, Petty's were smooth, clean, and innovative. What became to be known as the Clovis sound, sometimes called the Tex-Mex sound, first caught a spark with Roy Orbison and his friend Buddy Knox, who he recommended record at Petty's studio. Buddy recorded his song Party Doll there, and it went to #1 on the pop charts. When Party Doll shot to #1, Norman Petty and his humble studio started attracting talent from all over the country. But the spark that he and Roy Orbison struck grew into a blaze when a local musician from nearby Lubbock, Texas named Buddy Holly recorded his new single, That'll Be the Day. Throughout his career, Petty went on to record an array of eclectic artists, including Waylon Jennings and many more. Now, his studio was not traditional. He modded most of the gear himself, always tinkering with something or another. He maintained strict discipline in the studio: no smoking, no drinking, no swearing. His control room was built around 3 heavily modified Altec 1567A mixers, paired with a really unique collection of outboard equipment. Together, these elements created a distinctive sonic signature: warm, detailed, and emotionally resonant, what we now call the Clovis sound. As Petty's career bloomed, he bought a local theater and radio station and began working out of commercial studios. The original studio, where he crafted some of the 50s biggest hits, has remained largely as he left it at the height of its fame, an extremely rare time capsule filled with long-forgotten gear from Fairchild, Altec, Poltec, and more. Today, Kit Plugins is proud to resurrect the Clovis sound with the new Norman Petty collection. To start, we've modeled the centerpiece of Petty's studio, his Altec 1567A mixer. With the new Kit NP A67, you'll get that smooth, silky saturation of the 50s with modern convenience like a wet dry knob, plug-in recall, and automation. It includes an easy-to-use EQ section with high and low pass filters, a sweepable mid-band that allows you to boost or cut between 200 Hz and 2.5 kHz, and bass and treble sections which allow you to boost or cut at fixed frequencies. So what was the Altec 1567A? Originally built in the 1950s as a mono-tube mixer for radio broadcast, it was rugged, it got really loud when you wanted it to, and it was really simple. It was basically just 5 input channels and a single output. But it did have something really special, and that's its tube-driven signal path that added an unmistakable warmth and saturation. Its tubes, typically 12AX7 and 6CG7, introduced a pleasing harmonic distortion. The tone was rich, thick, and forgiving, perfect for early rock and roll. Norman Petty certainly saw its potential. He hot-rodded 3 of them, customizing their gain staging and frequency response, and used them as the heart of his mix bus. These special mixers gave Buddy Holly's guitars their bite, Roy Orbison's vocals their velvet edge, and every drumhead a natural punch. We believe the smooth analog warmth of this 50s staple has a place in modern production, whether it's on pop vocals, acoustic or electric guitars, in a country track, or drums of all shapes and sizes. You can really push it to your heart's content and use the EQ section to shape it exactly where you want it to fit within your mix. Make sure to sign up for our email list, follow us on Instagram, and just keep an eye out for more releases in the Norman Petty collection over the next year. We have a lot of really exciting things coming down the pipeline. In the meantime, download your free trial of the NP A67 to hear the Clovis sound in your own recordings.